At Glacier Hills Senior Living Home in Ann Arbor, Michigan, 81-year-old Meg Worcester would play the flute and piano alongside friends and let the sound ring through the lobby for her fellow residents.
I like to see that they enjoy it, their enjoyment.
A musician her whole life, she loved taking her senior home's bus to music concerts.
I've never been chauffeured to concerts before. I've usually had to do my parking and driving and all that kind of stuff. And it's fun to be left off in the rain, and just dancing.
It's just like the small things that you didn't really know you might have appreciated.
Yeah, I knew I loved them,
Mm-hmm.
but I'll just appreciate getting back to them.
But now, gone are the game nights, concerts, and group dinners.
We were for 7 weeks confined to each one to her own apartment. You weren't supposed to leave your own apartment. And food is still delivered to us to each apartment door.
It's amazing how people have sort of holed in, so to speak, hunkered in, as we used to say when we were kids. And there are a lot of people very concerned about the virus because we're in a target age.
In isolation, 91-year-old Judith Elkin did not know her close friend and neighbor had passed away.
I knew she was very sick and she was in hospice. I think if we hadn't been in lockdown, I would have known that she had died.
Something's wrong with someone. We didn't see him at dinner, and that's our communication. And they don't show up for dinner and say, hey, what's going on?
What's been the hardest part for you about having that restriction?
It's the hardest part is not getting out and seeing my family. I have 3 sons and their families who live in Ann Arbor. If I see them, I now would distance 6 foot.
Worcester's daughter works in her senior home. They usually see each other daily, but now
She'll get something for me at a store and I'll go over to her house and pick it up. But it's, I lift the lid of my trunk and she lifts the lid of her trunk and we put it in and that's about it.
despite the loss of normalcy, many seniors have still found ways to connect. 91-year-old Burton Voss telling me you can indeed teach old dogs new tricks.
We have a couple of meetings a week where kind of a social gathering via Zoom. And I do have a couple of organizational meetings via Zoom, which nice to have.
FaceTime is a huge, huge help, being able to see each other's expressions.
So I'm very grateful to what I call FaceTime, because it enables me to see them. And that's very nice.
Do you ever fear catching the virus yourself?
I can't live in fear anymore. I mean, I've had a great long life, and if it happens, it happens. But I'm pretty careful.
Despite uncertainty, an overwhelmingly positive group.
I'm happy.
Is there anything you think you're going to take away from all of this?
Maybe that I'm more social than I thought I was. I miss our breakfast group, for example, and the laughter and fun that we used to have with the different personalities and the different people. That was fun.
Until then, Worcester now playing her flute in her own room. So maybe those walking by can enjoy the music even alone. Alexa Mikhail, Ann Arbor, Michigan.